This is a horror game podcast. It is meant for mature audiences. It may contain shocking revelations, violence, and sexual themes. Viewer discretion is advised.
Greetings, fellow investigators, and welcome to our video podcast, Into the Darkness, where my friends and I are playing the Call of Cthulhu role-playing game. I'm your host, Thom Raley. The scenario is The Burning Stars. It was written by David Conyers, and it can be found in Terrors from Beyond. This will be the third time that we have played the scenario, and it remains as one of our favorites. I am your game master, and this is episode 1. For those of you listening for the first time, we at Into the Darkness are currently running 4 different scenarios a week. We started in 2015, and we just passed our 300th scenario. That's around 1,400 episodes. Some of them are longer than others. It works out to around 3,000 hours available for you to watch. We don't monetize our videos, but we rely on your support to keep us going. Your help is always appreciated as our costs keep going up. If you would like to help, we have a Patreon link here and in the description, or you can show us your appreciation using the Super Thanks button just below the screen. Our deepest gratitude for all of your help in keeping us going and helping to improve our show. So, that being said, let's begin our journey into the darkness. Close your eyes. Your mind is climbing out of the darkness, and your awareness is coming back to you. There was something terrible. Your head hurts. You're afraid to open your eyes or to move. Something has happened, very confusing, but you can't remember. You try to assess your current conditions. You can feel that you are lying down in a bed, but you aren't relaxed. It's very warm, hot even, and very humid. You can feel a bead of sweat run down the side of your face, back to your ear. There's an odd smell in the air, like pine or antiseptic. You finally decide to open your eyes slowly. It's daytime. The ceiling just above you is painted an ugly light pea green. There are ceiling fans spinning at a moderate rate. They're pushing around the hot, humid air. You are wearing cotton pajamas, very plain. As you sit up, you realize that you are in a hospital room, but not a modern New York hospital. It's clean, but it's not high state. There are windows with light streaming in, but they're wooden slats instead of glass, louvers. You can hear ambient noise coming from outside. There are bedpans under your beds. There are 5 other people in this room. Some of them you recognize. James Sterling. You look around and you see your right-hand man, Sean O'Neill, in the next bed over. On his other side, you can see your daughter, Donna, and her friend, Amy. You all recognize each other, but there are 2 other men also in beds that are not known to you. Your head hurts. Dirk and Guy. As you look around, taking in the situation, you recognize each other, but you don't know who the other 4 are. For a moment, you all stare at each other, wondering. You feel disoriented. None of you has a clue as to where you are or how you got here.
Mm. Oh God. Donna, you okay?
Dad,
Yeah, yeah, not so loud, not so loud.
where are we? What happened?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Must have been bad if Sean's here with us and he wasn't
Yeah,
able to stop it.
yeah, boss, that thing's after us. I can't. What was that? What just happened?
What are you talking about, thing?
Uh, there's something bad, right? How'd we get here? Something attack us?
Were we in an accident? Why? I don't understand why we're in a hospital.
What hospital is this? I mean, what is this, a government-run hospital or something? It's like I could have
Excuse
gotten
me,
us in a better one.
excuse me,
It's
you folks. Hi. I don't think we've ever met before. Did you all just end up here as well?
Uh, yeah, well, I guess. I mean, I just this first I can recall seeing paint this horribly colored.
What's the
gross.
last
So-
thing you remember?
Last thing I remember.
Hmm.
Uh,
When you try to remember, your head hurts, you feel dizzy. There's something that you don't want to remember.
Yeah, you two must be a couple of businessmen, huh? Like, what's your deal?
Uh,
Dirk
Private
and I
eyes.
are partners. We're private detectives. Private eyes.
Shaw's investigations and security, sir. And I reach clearly into a shirt pocket that is no longer there for a business card. Well, I'll give you my card later.
Well, you best turn your eye away from us, since you got nothing to find with us. You, whatever the fuck just did this to us is the real thing. Must
We
be
don't even
investigating that,
know.
huh?
We don't even know who you all are. We're
Are we
just as
hooked up?
lost as well.
Are we hooked up to IVs of any sort?
No,
Okay. Guy, come on, stand up.
if you look
Yeah.
yourselves over, you don't really seem to be in any physical, maybe a few little scrapes and bruises here and there.
Yeah.
So if I give Guy a once over, do I see any sort of syringe marks? I feel like we
No.
may have just gotten drugged.
Yeah,
None at all.
I think we got drugged too. It's fucking hangover or something.
Maybe we drank something.
someone put something in their drink. That's
Hmm.
more.
Yeah, but
That-
someone changed
is-
our clothes and dragged us here.
It is gross in here. Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, your
What are
clothes
these
quite wet.
clothes?
Oh,
Ugh.
They're wet.
Your
It's
pajamas.
hot.
Yeah, like you've been sweating in them for quite a while.
Nurse, doctor, nurse.
You say that out loud, and you suddenly realize that there is somebody else in the room, sitting over near the door that leads out. There's a gentleman in a white coat, looks like a doctor. He's sitting down. He has a clipboard in his hand, and he's taking notes. And he looks up and he says, "You remember that I'm a doctor?"
Mm.
No.
So then what's wrong with us?
Why are we in here?
Well, I want you to try and remember who you are and where you are. Any clue, any idea in your head?
I know who I am, and I know my family and her friend and my assistant, but I don't know who these two are. And I point at Dirk and Guy. And I don't know who you are.
He gives you a very strange look, and he says, "Okay, oh, you don't remember who I am.
No.
Try,
How long?
try, think hard."
All right, look here. I don't even. Are we in New York? Mexico, Nicaragua, what's happening here?
Oh, well, try and remember where you are. We've gone over this before.
How long
What?
have we been here, Doctor?
I'm being very careful in answering your questions. I
Clearly.
would like you please to try and figure it out.
Is anyone else here? I'm looking for another man. My son.
No, there's nobody else but you.
Hmm.
All right. Let me explain. But tell me now if you start to feel dizzy or pain in your head. Okay. You are at Elmswood Military Hospital. Does that sound familiar?
Oh,
You are in the city of Port-au-Prince, and this is Haiti, the island of Hispaniola.
Hmm.
Does that sound familiar?
I've heard of Haiti, but
Do you know how you got here?
were we on a boat?
You tell me.
I, mm, sorry, when I think my
Sorry,
head hurt.
I've never, Doctor, I've never left New York City.
Don't you're I'm hoping that you remember something. We've gone over this now a few times already. Well, let me so a couple of days ago you were brought in. You were found wandering in the foothills. You seem to have suffered some sort of psychological trauma. This is maybe the 6th time we've gone over this. And every time we go over it, at some point, something I say, something you say, some memory intrudes, and you black out and you go catatonic. And when you wake up, you can't remember anything. Now, we've checked you out physically. You don't seem to be in any physical danger. You don't seem to have any injuries. And it's getting to the point where we're going to need to let you go. But we really are hoping that you'll remember something. Major Medwin is in charge of this facility, and he wants at least to know what was going on. Anything?
Has anyone tried to contact our family?
No, this is actually, quite honestly, the farthest that we've gotten. So you seem to be making a little bit of progress each time, and I'm being very careful.
All right. Okay. So, Doc, here's what I got. There's something bad out there. I need to stock up and go take care of it. So please point me back to the foothills wherever I came from. Have a place for the girls to stay.
Oh, hold on,
I'm-
before anybody goes running off, we need to figure out why we're here. Were we all together? I'm sorry, I don't remember these two gentlemen.
I agree.
No.
Do you have a
Dirk and Guy.
telephone?
Okay, yeah, be very careful. I think you're treading on dangerous territory. This is where you've your behavior has gotten you into trouble in this direction before. Why don't you just take it easy for a few minutes, try to clear your mind, pull yourself together, and think. I don't want you to relapse anything.
No,
Nothing.
no. I mean,
All right. Well, I've told you from our perspective all that we know about you. If you're willing, I can contact Major Medwin and have him come over from the embassy and talk to you. And if you can demonstrate for him that you can remember at least something, then he's going to probably let you go.
yeah, I'd like to talk to this Major Medwin, and what authority does he have keeping us here? I mean,
well, Major Medwin is in charge pretty much of the entire military operation. You know what's going on. Maybe you don't.
no, I mean, if there's a military operation, I'd like to know what's going on. Maybe I can sell you some weapons.
Assume the room full of 6 amnesiacs don't know the full state of what's going on. Please enlighten us.
Oh, well, I mean, this is, the United States has occupied Haiti for a few years now, and there's a lot of animosity towards Americans. Best you just be careful, stick to the safe areas of the city. Let me go ahead and contact Major Medwin. I'll return in a few minutes. And he turns around and walks out. You guys are alone.
Boss, I mean, he was telling me to try to remember. All I got is I'm scared. I don't scare easy. I think we're all in danger. I gotta go take care of something.
You
What do you have to go take care of?
Hey, yeah, stranger, you seem cool. But I don't know. I gotta get my hands dirty. I don't even think it's human. I don't know. There's something bad out there.
Well,
I
also,
got this.
stranger, I got to agree. You can call
Yeah.
me Dirk, but something out there is going to try to tear us limb from limb. You ask me.
Pleasure.
I
My
got
name's
that.
Sean.
I got a bad feeling about this too, Sean. I don't know what it is, but there's something bad out there. I feel like I'm not going to feel right until we take care of it.
Yeah. There's military activity. I need guns.
You can see at that moment, there's probably, the double doors coming into the room. You see a nurse. Her back is to you as she's coming towards the door. She seems to be pulling a cart, and her backside hits the door, and it starts to swing open, and she's pulling the cart into the room. You can see it has bedpans and blankets and bed sheets and stuff on it. And without looking in your direction, she says, "Pardon." She's speaking French. She is a Black Haitian woman. And as she comes into the room, she picks up a tray of something, and she starts to turn around. And as she looks up at you, this look of fear comes over her face. She drops the tray on the ground, and she says something in French, and immediately turns on her heels and runs out of the room. Mm-hmm. Now, what she says is, "Tu as été choisi par le baron Lacroix." Anybody speak French?
I speak French with 25%, so I'm not conversationalist, but
I'm doing pretty fair with 10. So let's see what we got.
Little French.
What it seems like she says is, "My God, you've been touched by Baron Lacroix." And in terror, she runs and leaves the room, but then letting that stuff crash to the ground. You can sort of see through the windows in the door that she passes the doctor as he's coming back, and he looks at her like, "What the hell?" And he comes into the room looking over his shoulder at her, and he's like, "I'm sorry, what happened?"
She came in, she dropped a tray, she said, "We've been touched by Baron something," and she took off. It sounds like some, native savage, superstition bull crap. That's what it sounds like to me.
Oh,
I
yeah.
understood that qua means what?
It means,
Sorry.
Ross.
Hmm.
He says, I'm very sorry. These, some of we have a lot of locals that work here, and they're very superstitious people.
Yeah.
So Medwin is on his way. He'll be here within the next 5 or 10 minutes. I've told him that you are making some progress, and he just wants to ask you a few questions before he lets you go. We'll be taking you back to your hotel.
What hotel?
Well, that's what he said to me. I'm assuming probably the Olafson, which is it's the nicer hotel.
Oh, thank
There's
God.
not a lot of places here. Port-au-Prince is kind of divided. It's divided between the white Europeans and the blacks. The Haitians outnumber us 100
Do
to
you
1.
have my clothing I came here with? I just don't want to be wearing this anymore.
We'll get you dressed in a few minutes. At least you're still awake and functioning.
Has our employer been notified? Do you have our names?
I don't have any idea.
Okay.
Like I say, we've not gotten past a couple of.
Well, just in case
Random
we happen to
questions.
go into some cataclysmic whatever you were talking about earlier. My name is Guy Randall, and we work for Shaw's Investigations and Security Agency in New York City. In case we fall into the same state, I'd like you to notify them, please, of a presence here.
He looks at you very strangely, and he turns around. He gets his notepad, and he writes this down. Says, "Well, I don't know. We'll deal with that." I have to. I mean, I'm a physician. I'm not. Trained in dealing with trauma. I don't know what could have possibly happened to you that's left you in this state, but it's quite remarkable. The whole, passing out. Hopefully, it doesn't happen anymore. Who's standing up by this point?
I am.
You can see through the windows. Like I say, there's no glass, which explains the heat and the humidity coming from outside. It's daylight. If you're anywhere near one of the windows, you can see out through the slats that you do look like you're on a military base. The ambient noise you hear are people in uniforms, walking around, having conversations. You can see that the outskirts of the military base is jungle. It's probably about 95 degrees outside and high humidity. So after a few minutes, in fact, a man comes dressed in a military uniform. He looks like he's maybe in his very early 40s, maybe late 30s. Looks quite smart in his uniform. And he comes in and he says to the doctor, he says, all right, you said that they're doing okay. Are you willing to answer some questions?
Yes, Major.
Do you know why you're here in Haiti?
No.
Haven't the
Yeah.
slide.
Easy.
Or how you got
I
here?
protect him.
And he looks at you very strangely and looks back at the doctor and he's like, no. And the doctor says, I explained this to you, Major. And he's like, well, yeah, but do you know what you were doing in the foothills?
Truly, Major, I was hoping you'd be able to tell us more than what we know, which is approximately nothing. If it would be at all possible, I would like to look at incoming plane flights, ships, try and trace our steps back. I came from New York City. I don't know how I came by way here. Those are my only two options. I don't think I walked.
Look, I work for a newspaper. They're going to be waiting for me. They're going to be sending more reporters here. We need to contact these our loved ones and our employers. I don't understand why we just can't go.
Medwin once again has this very quizzical look on his face, and he turns to the doctor and he says, so what is this now? I thought you said. And suddenly you were in the back seat of a car that's driving through the middle of town. The town is an interesting one. It seems to be somewhat ramshackle. There are colored houses and huts, but not in very good condition. You can see a lot of Haitians, some of them with livestock, some of them hanging out their laundry, and you're on a semi-paved road. You're heading into the major part of the city, and the man behind the wheel, who you don't recognize, also seems to be a military officer, and he's talking. He's in the middle of a sentence when you come to, and he's saying, yeah, this part of the town's not a very nice one to be in, but you're staying in the old colonial part, the part the French built, and I've been told to take you to the Olafson, which I hear is a little bit swanky for this part of the country.
Of course. Are we still in the same outfits?
No,
or
you are dressed.
Okay.
And he says, that over there, there's the National Library. It's a nice one. There's the government facilities there. University over there. There's the Grand Cemetery. You can see it's one of those sort of almost New Orleans style where they have built up instead of down into the ground. You can see that the terrain of the island is Port-au-Prince sits in a bowl at the bottom with the ocean over here, and it's very hilly and mountainous in the background, and the houses go up the hills. into the jungle, and it's all jungle up there.
God, were we just in a hospital, or was I taking a nap?
You are totally in a hospital.
All right. What?
What the?
I don't understand.
I don't either. At least you don't have that awful outfit on. We have our clothes. Are our clothes like messed up or anything? Like what we're wearing?
They're dirty.
They're very dirty though. I need to change as soon as possible.
We're going to the hotel, I guess.
Do you remember being here?
No. Excuse me, driver. I'm sorry. You're you said we're going to the hotel. Where were we coming from?
From the military base.
Oh, and
from Elmswood Military. You were at the hospital.
Do you have our luggage, or is it at the hospital or at the hotel?
I don't have anything. Yeah, all you got is whatever the clothes were on your back.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Don't worry, Don.
It's right over here.
I'll get you a new outfit.
Ugh.
He pulls up to what looks like an old colonial building. It seems to be 3 stories high. It's painted kind of a lemon yellow, but it's got a lot of white trim in that sort of classical colonial style. There's a big sign on the top of it that says Hotel Olafsson. It looks nice. It doesn't look like a modern New York hotel, but it looks like what you'd expect on a tropical island in a European. Now the buildings all look very European.
Right. Yeah.
And he parks the car and he says, "Well, here we are."
Oh, thank you.
I suppose you just go in.
I glanced down at his name tag to say is what I'm thinking.
Thank
you.
It's his last name is Kelly.
Thank you, Kelly.
My pleasure. And you all get out, and you're standing in front of the Olafsson. He gets in the car and drives away.
It seems like a place I would stay at.
It does not seem familiar, though.
The
whole thing seems like something out of a weird fever dream. And you do still feel a little queasy, a little...
I wonder if we got malaria or something. We're coming down from the agu.
Weren't we supposed to be drinking gin for that? I assume I was.
You're supposed to mix tonic with that also, or else it's ineffective.
That's what happened then. I only had the gin. Amy, why didn't you tell me?
Well, I don't even remember drinking. I mean, are we on vacation? Did we go on vacation?
If we're on vacation, I have to have luggage on this island somewhere. I would not have gone anywhere without my stuff. So,
the military doc said that we were okay though physically. So I don't think it was malaria, but maybe we should go into the hotel and see if they have our names. Maybe we can figure out when we got here.
That's a good idea.
Dad, did you hire investigators to follow me around? Who are these people?
I doubt I've hired investigators to follow you around. You're an adult, but
Well, you don't treat me like it.
Well, we don't need to get into it in front of the investigators, but when you start
Ma'am, I can assure you I know nothing of any sort of investigation for you. I was working on a white collar crime with Dirk here in New York, so last I remember at least.
So
well, if this is the nicest hotel on this island, this is where we would have been staying.
Yeah. Well, come on, let's go on in. Sean, can you get the door?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
You go inside, and it's a little cooler, but there's a big ceiling fan pushing stuff around. It's a well-appointed room. There are a couple of vases with flowers in them. It looks nice. There is a large concierge desk up at the front. You can see a Haitian gentleman in a white suit behind the desk. He is, writing something, or he's doing what concierges do.
Mhm.
There is a cubby thing behind him that has, keys for all the rooms of the hotel and little where mail would go. And there is a large sign posted on the front part of the desk that says il est recommandé de conserver les objets de valeur, which, for those of you with French, it basically says it is recommended that valuables be kept in the hotel safe.
Yeah, of course. Well, I'm gonna stride up to the concierge. Go,
Bonjour,
"Bon-
monsieur.
bonjour," and I'll speak in my rudimentary French for a bit, and then make it obvious I'd prefer to switch to English if it's possible. So,
A little, yeah.
James Sterling, checking in or coming back.
He turns around and he grabs a key and he hands it to you, Monsieur Sterling. It's room 101. Make it easy. So
Ah,
one story up.
do you have room for my daughter, her friend, and my assistant, plus the two gentlemen here?
He looks at you and he looks back and he pulls down another key and he says, your daughter 102.
102, good. Yeah, keep her close.
Amy Lachlan, my room.
And he looks at you oddly and he's like, a guest, Donna Sterling and
okay.
guest.
Tesla, or would it be
The Shaw
Jules
investigation.
investigation?
Kessler, oui, monsieur, but that would be inappropriate.
Pardon?
My English is not so good. It would be inappropriate.
Je crois my fucking room.
You're, do an intelligence roll.
That is barely a pass. 61 under 65.
Oh, you're maybe getting the impression that maybe he needs a little.
I am going to flap. I imagine I'm wearing the very classic 30s like detective overcoat, despite the 95 sweltering heat and humidity. And I may just keep my patient clothes on underneath. So I'm just like sweat stained patient gown underneath this trench coat.
No, you don't have you have your clothes on.
Ah, well then, would I have my last packet of cigarettes?
Oh,
And
you
just be
don't.
like,
You don't have
that's all I
anything
got.
in your pockets. And he gives you sort of the acquiesce, and he gives the keys to you, but he's kind of reluctant. 103.
Merci. And I'm just staring him down.
Okay.
This is also exhausting the limits of my French.
The hell is that all about, Dirk?
Fuck if I know. Charming, I guess.
Play there's two beds in that room. It's too sweaty.
You're young and spry. You can sleep on the floor. Give you a wink.
I kind of smile about Dirk's interaction with it, and I go, another room, Mr. O'Neill?
No, Sterling and O'Neill together.
Oh, okay. Of course, I remember. Yes.
Monsieur Kessler and Randall together. Miss Donna and Amy together.
We seem to have reservations. Do you
Oui,
know
monsieur.
do you know when we made those reservations? I need to check it with my secretary.
He looks in his thing. You checked in 7 days ago.
All six of us?
Oh, oui, monsieur.
Oh,
Uh,
of course. Yeah.
On October 23rd.
23rd. Okay.
Today is October 28th.
Is there any way I could try and sneak a peek at the ledger while James is distracting the hotel clerk?
Sure.
Okay.
You see all of your signatures.
Yeah. Well, it's a good thing this isn't Delta Green. So that is just a regular fail.
Well, you still see your signatures.
Yeah.
So you've already had rooms here for a week.
All right. Merci beaucoup. And
So he points over to the stairs. There's no elevator,
yeah.
but there's very, very lovely stairs going up.
Yeah. All right. Well, shall we?
All right. So you head up the stairs. We're not going to go into the intricacies of a hotel. We'll just make it very simple for you that there's a long hallway running down the hotel, and you're in 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah. I imagine it's not en suite. There's probably a bathroom at the end of the hall or something.
No, they don't. You don't see a single. These look like nice.
Oh, they do have
a nice place. This is not like a boarding house.
Okay.
This is obviously was made for wealthy people.
The crew class. Before we open the door, go into the room, I'm going to look at Dirk and Guy and go, it seems there might be a good possibility that I might have hired you. Because why else would we have checked in together?
Possibly. It's a bit odd that we even would have signed on the ledger at the same time.
Yeah.
Do you have any? I mean, you seem well-to-do. Do you have any family unaccounted for here?
Yes. I don't know if it'd be here. I am looking for my son or what happened to him. Jack Sterling. I got that name right? Yep, Jack Sterling.
I just shake my head. Yeah, shake my head
you.
without recognition.
When did he go missing?
You don't remember.
Yeah.
You're not even sure he is missing.
Yeah. But I'm not positive. Not even sure he's in trouble, but I don't know how I got here either, so not. What else would I be in this shithole?
Do you think you would have put anything valuable within the hotel safe? I don't keep that much on me, and don't think I'm making any friends around here with the hotel staff.
Oh, if I brought something valuable, Sean, you probably would have told me to lock stuff up, right? You handle the security.
I don't know why the hell they have room keys if we got to use a safe afterwards.
Yeah. Well, so yeah, Amy. All right. Well, I'm going to see what these rooms look like.
That's
Um, so let's start with let's see. Let's start with Amy and Donna.
What time of day is it?
It's a morning still, maybe
Okay.
no more than 10 o'clock.
Dad, well, can we change and then like get room service or lunch or something? I'll meet back in a couple hours or something.
Um, yeah, did the hotel have a restaurant downstairs?
You didn't see one,
Okay.
but you did probably see some small restaurants and cafes as
Right.
you were in the outside.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
we'll get something, Donna.
give me a
Yeah.
couple hours to like see if we can bathe and change, and then we'll meet back up.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. All right, Amy, let's do this.
all right.
So Donna and Amy, you open the door to your room. The rooms aren't huge, but they're not uncomfortable when you're traveling. There are two beds, both of them are fairly, maybe queen size each. They have mosquito netting hanging from the ceiling. There is an ensuite, a bathroom. There is a desk with a Remington typewriter sitting on it. And there are a couple of suitcases. When you check them, they're empty, but there's also dressers, and your stuff seems to be neatly put into those dressers. Other than that, the room seems rather unremarkable. There is a shower and a restroom that are attached.
When I look at the clothes in the dresser, is it like tropical gear or is this like 20s or New York in the 30s outfits? Like, did it look like I was planning on coming here?
You definitely knew you were coming to someplace hot and tropical.
Okay.
Because a lot of the stuff is linen and cotton.
Okay.
Though nothing too flowery. It doesn't seem to really be your style. And it is, late. It's 1930. So tasteful.
I'm gonna go. Oh, sorry. Come.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna go look at the typewriter. Is this like a typewriter that I would use at the newspaper? Does it look like potentially I was using it?
When you look at it, when you touch it, there's something that feels familiar about it. Yeah. You're pretty sure that's your typewriter that you brought with you.
Okay, but there's no paper in it or crumpled up paper in the trash can or
you do find some paper on the desk next to it. You also find some Hotel Olafson stationery that's probably complementary to the room.
But all blank.
But it's all blank, yeah.
Okay. Donna, do you remember anything? I just feel like something bad happened. I feel like we were attacked, and I don't know. I'm feeling unwell since that hospital. I mean, do you feel okay? I've got a headache. I'm nauseous. I don't know. Maybe it's the heat.
I don't feel good. I'm hoping a shower is gonna help it, but like also I don't know what happened, but something is missing. Like, is it my brother? Because Dad talked about how Jake is missing. I don't know, but I feel like something else is missing. Like, I I don't know if it's a thing or a person or I don't know, but like I have this like emptiness and but it may just be like the memories. Where did the memories go? I don't know.
Donna, do a constitution roll.
Okay. I failed it.
Okay. As you were saying that to Amy, your head starts to hurt and you start to feel just a little bit queasy, like you need to sit down for a moment.
Oh God.
Are you okay?
Oh my God.
Rush over.
Oh, it's
Let,
worse now.
let me go get you a cold rag. Run to the bathroom to get a rag
Okay.
with water and bring it over.
Okay. And while you're doing that, Dirk and Guy, you open your room, and the description is pretty much the same. There's the two beds, the mosquito netting, the connecting bathroom. You see that your luggage also is there. It looks like one of your pieces of luggage was set on the end of the bed and opened. You can't tell if you opened it or somebody else opened it. A lot of your stuff is still conveniently inside, like you didn't unpack into the room. You kept your stuff there. You also find that there is a part of a shotgun. It's underneath your clothes. It looks like the kind of shotgun you can take apart, but there's only half of it there. The other half could be in the other piece of luggage, which would be the other ones. You're pretty sure that this is Dirk's clothes, his clothes that's setting out, and Guy, yours is in the other suitcase. You can see that the suitcase is there. On your desk, there's not. Oh, well, I think there is a typewriter also. Really quick. Yes, there is. There's also a Remington. There's some paper next to it. You do notice that there is some Shaw investigation, new stationery that you have there, which you did recognize as your company that you work for. There's nothing written on any of it. And there's also a small kind of pinkish ticket that indicates that you, in fact, do have something in the safe downstairs that you can retrieve, something that you put away, though you're not sure what it is.
I'm gonna look at my luggage.
Okay. The Guy, you find that you've got your clothes, your toiletries. You find a lock picking kit that you've got. You've also got some boxes of ammo in your luggage. Looks like 50 rounds for smaller guns.
Not for a shotgun.
You do also have some shells for a 12 gauge. It's a 12 gauge shotgun. You've got a couple of flashlights, and you also have a rucksack on the ground, which has more of the same stuff in it.
Okay. So it looks like we were coming to do some type of expedition,
Well, it looks like we were expecting company.
Right. And we'd be potentially out in the wilderness or.
Yeah, it does look like you were being careful.
I'd
Dirk.
also like to go through my luggage and trying to fall back on just times that I was in the Merchant Navy, if there were any places I would typically stash things around the room. Like if I did disassemble a shotgun, but I kept part of it behind the headboard so that you can't just walk in and grab all of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, together as you're looking, you do find both parts of that shotgun, the 12 gauge. It's just disassembled. And Dirk, I would like you to do a spot hidden roll.
Okay. That is an extreme success on 8.
Oh, nice. So as you're looking around, doing a little bit of exploring, you find in one of the drawers, looks like right where the Remington is, in one of the drawers, there is a matchbox. And the matchbox is from the Sugarcane Lounge, which is a lounge in New York. So the matchbox doesn't belong here. When you naturally pick it up and give it a little shake to see if there's any matches, you hear something in it, but it doesn't sound like matches. It sounds like something else. Something softer, not matches.
Gently push the end of the box open.
Okay. You open up the matchbox and you see this.
I want to try to shut it as quickly as I can to not
Well, it's dead.
Oh, well, good.
It's a dead moth.
Dead moth. Guy.
That's funny. How'd that get in there?
No idea, but we imported it from New York, apparently, so must be kind of important, I hope. You know anything about bugs?
Beats me. But bugs are everywhere around here. I've killed like 50 mosquitoes since we've gotten in here.
I'm going to go ahead and pocket it. It seems special for some reason or another.
When you pocket it, you feel something else in your pocket. You feel what feels like a card or a business card. You pop that out, and it is this.
Okay.
Should read that for us, for the people who
aren't
yes, listening.
Sorry. Department of the Navy, Office of Naval Intelligence, Major Lloyd P. Medwin, United States Embassy, Bicentennial Boulevard, Alex Hamilton, Port-au-Prince, telephone P0220.
So you figure that's Medwin's.
Mm-hmm.
Medwin must have given you his card.
Did he pocket it? Yeah.
He must have given it to you, and you must have pocketed it. You don't remember doing it, but you don't remember getting into the car either.
Right.
We must have been fully conscious when we left there. Otherwise, he wouldn't have given you his card. And apparently we were talking with the driver too. I don't remember anything though.
Nothing.
This is really weird, man. But we were definitely packing heat. So Shaw definitely thought there was something hot down here.
And you've got that ticket for the vault downstairs.
Yeah, that's probably my handgun, my revolver.
Is there any way, I'm falling back on old movie knowledge, but like, is there any way to look at the old Remington and do like what were the last few keys that were pressed or something? I want to see like if we brought our own stationery, were we typing something on it, and did we like send them out as mail or telegrams? Were we following someone else here?
You don't seem to find anything. It doesn't look like it was, not unused.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't have, you obviously took the cover off of it. So maybe you were typing notes or something.
And then no depressions between the pages, like if I wrote on the stack and anything to find there.
Correct. Right.
Okay.
Correct. All right, Mr. Sterling and Sean. The same deal. You open up the door, 2 beds, mosquito netting, connecting bathroom. Now, as you look around, there are 2 suitcases, but it becomes immediately apparent that they've been rifled through. You don't find any weapons of any kind. And there is a briefcase, a very nice, very expensive leather briefcase sitting on the desk that has been opened, and there is nothing inside of it.
What in the hell? Check into a nice hotel, people go through your stuff.
Boss, I think we're right fucked on this one. Something bad. I got a feeling, I don't get scared like this, not anymore.
I know you don't. I know.
That's
what bothers me.
And I don't trust those two.
Dirk,
I don't know why the hell
guy?
the girls are with us. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was clever. You said we hired them. Let's make them think that. I'm worried they might be trying to bust us, but besides that, we got bigger problems. I mean, do you remember anything? There was a pit.
A pit? No, I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, there's something hunting me. Maybe all of us. I don't know. I got to get back to that pit. We got to remember where it was.
Yeah,
Thom, you can do a Constitution roll. Actually, James, you can too.
Okay.
Oh man, I fumbled it.
Oh. I got an extreme.
Okay. James, you sort of keep it together. Sean, when you put your mind to thinking really hard, there's just kind of this black wall of shadow that you can feel moving towards your mind. You get little sparkles on the edge of your peripheral vision, and you pull back very quickly as your head starts to hurt. You know that you might have been right on the verge of losing consciousness.
Yeah, I have a little panic attack. I hit the ground.
Yeah, stay with me, Sean. Have a seat. Sit down, man.
I'm fucking I something bad for sure.
Sean, do a spot hidden for me.
Regular.
Okay, you sit down on the chair. Mr. Sterling kind of helps you down. You feel like you kind of need to put your head between your legs a little bit, to sort of come back to yourself. And as you look over towards the beds, you can see that there is a piece of folded up paper. It almost looks like parchment. It's very neatly folded, but it's also kind of obvious that it must have slipped out of something and fluttered and landed under the bed.
Yeah. Hey, there's something on the floor over there. Someone dropped something.
Okay. Yeah. I'll go over there and pick it up since he's kind of feeling lightheaded. I don't want him bending over.
You pick it up and it doesn't look entirely familiar, but you know exactly what it is. It is a manifest.
Manifest for the cargo on board the USS Cristobal of Haven, Bronx, bound from New York, Labide Imports, Port-au-Prince, Haiti, New York. Name of shipper, Sterling. It's me. Mott Haven, 60 crates. Monday, 6 October. Sterling Industries from Mott Haven, Bronx, New York. 60 crates of farming equipment and machinery. Monday, 6 October. This looks like Jeremiah DeWitt was our witness that the manifest was true. And that was on it was expected to arrive on 6 October. It was handed over to him on 18 September. Farm equipment.
You don't make farm equipment.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
you say 60 crates? Did you funding this whole war?
Well, I'm funding it, but I can make some money off of it. There's money to be
whatever.
made. Yeah.
What's the other side of funding?
Yeah. Profiteering.
Yeah. Of course.
Huh. I mean, I don't know. I don't like this. When I sell to the government, I don't have to cover up what I'm shipping. Yeah. But
Yeah, why are the girls here?
I don't know. Donna should be in school. She should be working on her degree.
Yeah, there's no fucking reason you'd bring them. That's what's getting me.
Yeah. I'm gonna go look at the briefcase and sometimes briefcases will have hidden pockets on it and stuff. So I'm just gonna kind of rub my hand along it, see if there's any of those.
When you're feeling the briefcase, it does feel familiar. It's definitely yours. You don't think there's any hidden compartments or anything.
I'm going to test my memory and close it and put the locks down and see if I can remember the combination.
Do a luck roll.
Okay. Yes, pass.
Okay. You think for yourself and you start to flip the little it's the little dials.
Right. Yep.
You start to do that and something is once again kind of blocking your head. There's something dark, something in your brain is trying to stop you from doing it, and you become lightheaded and you start to see sparkles. And now, Sean, you can see that Mr. Sterling looks like he's ready to fall over.
Yeah, I'm not ready to get up and help him, but
yep.
I'll
try and kind of like edge to where if I do collapse, I'm going to collapse onto a bed, not onto the floor.
Yeah.
Well, in the bathroom,
boss,
right there as well.
Yeah.
What else is fucked up is I don't even remember you having a son. Ever since you said it, took me way off guard. I could have sworn it was just Donna. Still nothing.
Yeah, no, Jack, he went to the Columbia University. I'm mentoring him to take over.
What you're mentoring him?
Well, yeah.
I've never met the guy. I don't know what's happening to me.
John, you can do a intelligence roll.
I did pretty good on that hard.
Okay. Now that you're thinking about it, it's starting, at least a little bit of something is coming back to you. And now you're thinking, what were you thinking? Of course, James has a son. He's got a son, a daughter, a wife. You don't know why you were blocking that, but that little bit seems to clear. You've definitely met him. You've worked with Mr. Sterling for years.
Yeah.
But something just you feel like the heat, the humidity, and everything, you just need to clean up, maybe get some cold water on your face or something. Maybe you're getting your memory back.
They have a bath?
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's time for that.
You step into the bathroom. It's once again, it's small, but there's a tub, there's a toilet, there's a sink, there's a mirror over the sink. You move forward, you turn the tap on. It's not ice cold water, obviously, but it's colder. You splash the water on your face and you look up. And as you look up, there is something on the mirror. It's kind of jammed into the little sort of metal frame that's around it. You're almost dead sure it wasn't there before. But it looks like some sort of ornamental playing card. And I'm going to show it to you, but the way you see it is actually upside down. you have to pick it up and turn it around, and this is what it looks like.
XIII La
how's your
Morte,
French?
huh? It's I was there for a little bit. Fail.
Well, you probably guessed that it's death.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, skull. It's I don't know. Looks. I mean, decoration maybe. They got the voodoo down here, right? That's what this place is known for.
You talking to me, Sean? What?
I'm sorry. I just found a thing. It's in
Uh-huh.
the bathroom.
Um,
Yeah,
Interesting.
it does look like a tarot card.
Yeah. Hmm. La Morte, death. Huh? Well, you know that terrible crap. They can flip up death and they go, oh, that's doesn't mean that you're going to die. That could be a death of your old life and all. But
What
where
is
did
this?
it
Some
come
kind of
from?
card game? It was up there, tucked in the mirror.
Yeah, it's an interesting design on it. Three eyes.
Yeah.
Weird
And
looking.
I mean, yeah, its arm isn't connected. It doesn't even look like a person.
No, I mean, I assume whoever ripped me off and stole stuff out of my briefcase left it here, like some kind of calling card.
Yeah. Well, I
I
mean, that's the
talked
thing.
to
What
the
if
concierge about
what
this.
if the investigators were on your tail, took your stuff, and now they're back in their room and they found it?
Hmm.
What's weird though,
You gotta be
Sean, is
careful with
that
them.
you're almost dead sure, Sean, that it wasn't there when you walked in the bathroom.
Oh,
You
yeah,
certainly didn't see it.
yeah. I mean, I looked at myself in the mirror before I started cleaning myself. It wasn't there. I don't know. It's like that thing just appeared in the last minute.
Well, I mean, maybe it was there and you forgot it. I forgot getting into a Jeep or a vehicle to come here.
Yeah, I forgot your fucking son. I don't.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm no
yeah.
good. I need some sleep or something.
Yeah, get cleaned up and then I will because we don't. God, I love her, but Donna's gonna start complaining about not having her sandwich or something. God.
Yeah, yeah, you go take care of her. When I feel
Janet,
better, I'll catch up.
yeah, Janet might be right. I might be spoiling her.
Speaking of Donna and Amy, what are you guys up to at this moment?
I, I, the cool cloth is helping, but I think I just want to go take a shower. Or a
Okay.
bath, whatever they have here. I just want to, not a hot one, just a cool one. It's so fucking hot here.
I know.
Sorry, Amy.
No, it's all right. I'm gonna the windows, are they like the slatted windows as well?
No, these have glass in them.
Okay, so I'll go get your shower. I'm gonna open up the windows. Maybe that'll cool
Okay.
things off in here. And then I don't know, just kind of sit on the bed and in my own thoughts, trying to figure things out. One question: do I remember Jack?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna grab some clothes to change into and then go into the bathroom and take a shower.
Okay. So you're taking a shower. Amy's sitting on the bed.
Yep.
Dirk and Guy, what are you doing?
Looking through our packed suitcases, it sounds like we took up quite a bit of bulk in terms of supplies, with ammunition, flashlights, and so on and so forth. What does our clothes situation look like? Does it seem like regular gear? Like, I just want to get an idea, what were we planning when we came here?
It seems like you were inexperienced in what you packed. You weren't quite sure what to expect of a tropical island. You mentioned that you'd never really gone very far outside of New York. So you've got some things that you would think are kind of going to be too hot and inappropriate, but you do have some clothes that'll work. Some of them obviously were already worn,
Mm-hmm.
and the rest of them are still folded up in your suitcase. So you have a rucksack probably with some dirty clothes in it from earlier in the week. But you just don't remember changing your clothes, or what happened in the last week seems to be a blur. Not even a blur. It seems to be blank.
It's just blank.
Do we have
Is
passports?
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Our passports, or do we have any tickets or anything going through?
You don't seem to have your passports.
Maybe that's what we put in the safe. You sure you didn't find your pistol in there?
No, I haven't gone down to check it yet. It's down at the lobby. So if you want to, get freshened up, I'll head down there and grab whatever's in the safe.
Sure. Be back in 5.
All right.
All
So I'm
right,
going to head downstairs.
Okay. So, Guy, you leave the room. You head downstairs. You go up to the concierge. You can now see that he's got a little name tag. His name is Nathaniel. And he's like, oui, monsieur. How?
Yeah. Hey, Nate. Wondering if I could turn in my ticket here.
He takes the ticket and he looks at it and he says, 1 minute, 1 moment. He goes into the back. You can hear some noises, whatever. And he comes back with a box. And it looks like it's probably got stuff inside it. It's got a lid on it. Here you go, monsieur.
Mercy. Yeah, thanks. I'm gonna walk back to the.
You take it back up. All right.
Yeah.
You take it back up. You come inside and you set it down. Dirk, you see him with the box. You open it up.
Yep.
All right. You have a combination of 38 specials and 45 revolvers, a total of 6. So maybe 3 of each. You have some ammunition. You have a small wad, looks like $300 in cash. And you have you have 2 unused tickets to New York for a few weeks from now aboard the Louisiana Queen, heading back with your names, Dirk and Randall, heading back towards New York. I guess you figured at that point you would be done with your job. There are a number of pieces of paper. We will go through them. One is a map of Haiti. This gives you more or less the layout of Haiti. Haiti is 1/2 of the island of Port-au-Prince. It's not exactly half. I think it's more like 1/3 of Hispaniola. Port-au-Prince is right there in the middle, as you can see. Other than that, I mean, it's just a map. You find a notebook. This is the notebook that you find.
Okay. Thursday, October 23rd, Leeds. Marie Jerome, Tarot Reader, 87 Rue Macajou, Bel Air. Dr. Bruce Northeast, Anthropologist, 50 Rue Pacote. Speaking English, Pacote. ADS, National Library. Voodoo, or is it voodoo, or something much older? Ashanti Cult of the Floating Horror? Star Pools?
You also notice that says Shaw Investigation. The pad.
Yes.
Is. You'll then find this.
Don, do you want to read it, Dirk, or me?
Sure, I can read it.
Okay.
Header for Sean's Investigation and Security Services, Salmon's Building, 212 East 38th, New York. Title, Letter of Engagement. Wednesday, 15th October, 1930. Dear Mr. Sterling, thank you for engaging Shaw Investigations. The two detectives I would like to assign to your case are Dirk Kessler, who, from his time in the Merchant Navy, has experience in Caribbean nations. Assisting him will be Guy Randall, a former police officer with the New York City Police. Both have considerable success in finding missing persons, and we are confident that they will assist you in finding your son, Jack Sterling, in Haiti. Our fees are $80 per day for both detectives, plus expenses. They are both booked on the Cunard liner Goodfellow, matching your travel itinerary, departing New York Saturday 18th and arriving in Port-au-Prince on the 23rd. Yours respectfully, Roger Shaw.
And you find this, which is an older piece of paper.
Okay, I'll read this one. Shaw's Investigation and Security Services. Report on Sterling Industries, Friday, July 5th, 1929. Sterling Industries is a New York firm controlled by the Sterling family. The chairman and owner is James Sterling, a wealthy industrialist hailing from 6 generations of old Rhode Island money. His business is diverse investment in shipping, manufacturing, and rubber and petroleum. During the Great War, Sterling Industries purchased a munitions factory in Mott Haven in West Bronx and made a fortune selling arms to Allied forces in Europe. After the war, munitions became their biggest business. They have since sold weapons around the globe, mostly into Europe and Central America, particularly Mexico, Italy, Ireland, and Nicaragua. James's son, Jack, upon recently completing a college degree at Columbia University, then joined the firm. Other than his son, James Sterling's bodyguard, Sean O'Neill, is his only other truly trusted employee who never leaves his boss's side as he travels the world doing business. Several high-ranking staff members have expressed dissatisfaction with Sterling, and one even questioned the legality of his methods. What is not publicly known is that Sterling Industries has been investigated more than once by the Office of Naval Intelligence for suspected collaboration with armed forces opposed to the interests of the government of the United States. No actions were taken and no prosecutions were brought forth against Sterling, most likely because of lack of evidence. It was also reported that New World Incorporated, the Chicago-based corporation, was close to buying out Sterling Industries in early 1928 to effectively eliminate competition in the markets of global arms sales. Lastly, Sterling Industries has been supplying the U.S. government with arms for their soldiers in Haiti, but there are rumors that Sterling is also negotiating secret deals to sell weapons to Haitian rebels. Haitian gunrunner Sebastian Senegal is believed to be an associate. This act would be seen as treasonous if convictions were brought to bear by the United States government. This Mr. Sterling's quite the character, but he's paying us good money.
I mean, he can afford it, but what do you say we give the major a call? Let him know that we might have remembered something.
Sneaky. Well, here's the thing. He's our employer, though, at this point. Do we risk going against Shaw by ratting out Sterling?
All I'm saying
we might be able to also hold this over his head and maybe get a bigger payday from this. You know what I mean?
But all I'm saying is we just woke up in unknown place. We've been told that their tensions are high and they're not terribly friendly towards Americans or those with any other kind of accents. And well, the major here happened to just sneak his card into my pocket, which tells me he might be more keen on James Sterling than we were really up to snuff in the beginning. So it never hurts to have friends in high places, especially if we need to make a quick exit. Anything can happen out here. There's a war on.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. All right. I don't know. I'd feel bad kind of going against Shaw. I mean, they were the ones who gathered all this intel on Sterling. Maybe, they might be implicated if the government found out they've been sitting on this for 3 years now.
Well, Shaw hired us to find his son. we can still fulfill that obligation, but if there were other things to come to light, I think it would just be that of a good Samaritan to report it for the benefit of our lovely US of A.
Yeah. I like how you think. I think we ought to keep this to ourselves for now, and maybe pull it out at the most opportune time.
Yeah. Put that, keep that in the lockbox.
Mhm.
I don't trust his bodyguard to not try and come sniffing around.
Yeah, that guy seems like a real piece of shit. But so we got plenty of guns. So obviously Shaw was thinking we'd be running into it, but it sounds like the conditions here have gone to hell in a handbasket. Looks like we got plenty of money. Well, we're supposed to be here for a couple more weeks, it looks like. So
Couple weeks, and it looks like we got leads dotted up and down the whole bloody place. I don't know. Um, as a question, if we were packing this much heat, did we happen to bring any of those awesome leather holsters to get that great detective private eye look? And if not, I don't mean to just keep bringing up the clothes situation, but I would like to know how easily could I bring one or more pistols with me? Because boy, I feel safer already.
We'll say that the two of you have holsters.
Hell yeah.
It you don't recognize. Maybe there's a couple of those guns that feel a little familiar in your hands, like they're yours. The other ones look like they could have been procured afterwards, maybe for the other people in your group. Obviously, there's something that you guys were protecting yourselves from.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys feel like you knew that you would be in some danger?
For that reason, I definitely want us to be strapped with at least one pistol each. It feels too hot to wear a jacket around that could conceal the shotgun. I mean, that's just immediately going to draw more attention.
Yes.
And I do not trust anyone else enough to trust them with a firearm, much less a firearm when one is a known arms dealer. So I am going to try and essentially pull. I keep mentioning Delta Green. I just want to stash guns pretty much for easy concealed access in every room, like one underneath the fixtures in the sink, in the bathroom, one like maybe the shotgun under the mattress or like behind the mattress. And essentially that if we can come back here, we're not going to be
Unarmed.
that surprised. Yeah.
Okay.
So, Derek, we're gonna have to keep this secret from these guys so we know kind of who he is, right? Because he's gonna ask how we figured it out, and we'd have to show him that document.
Don't worry, kid. I still remember that you're my trainee. I know how to keep a secret.
All right. So, do you think we should follow up on these leads? Should we let the others know about that side of it? It's on a separate document. We might be able to use the help. We could split up.
We can let them know about these voodoo leads and show him the Shaw paperwork. But that other bit, and maybe one of those pistols can go back in the box.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll put one of the pistols. Do we take all the money, or should we just like take half?
Let's take half, just in case we need a bug out.
Yeah. So I'll
And
put
remember, $300 in 1930 is a huge amount of money.
ton of money, especially in Haiti. Oh my God.
In Haiti,
Let's take just the
it's-
100 because, I mean, if the clerk already was trying to get bribed, then we may need a little money to grease such wheels. But yeah, 200 and pistol, and then documents that can get us murdered can go back into the box in the safe.
Okay, so you're gonna put them in the back in the box and then put the box back in the safe downstairs.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll assume that's what you're going to do in a bit. Amy and Donna. Donna, you've taken your shower, you've cleaned up, you feel much better. Though the truth is, you know that in an hour you're going to be hot and sweaty again, which kind of sucks. But you've picked light clothing. You've gone probably on vacation in places with light, with tropical before. So you brought appropriate clothing. Amy did too, of course.
And
what do you guys want to
I'd
do?
probably get a shower too. It would, after
Quick
Donna
shower,
gets out the.
sure.
I don't know. Do you want to try to go get something to eat, or?
Yeah, I need something to drink. Not like drink, Amy, but like I need like a
I
fruit
mean,
juice, hydration or something. Just so just
you know,
so a little woozy.
I know you were joking about it before, but could we be on vacation and somebody slipped something into our drinks?
Maybe.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
Did you find like your notebook? Like
Uh, no,
like
You
your
not
haven't
like
yet.
found
your
anything.
like your reporter's notebook or something? I think you're like always taking notes.
Yeah, and actually, now that you say that, and she'll start kind of looking through the desk, looking through her luggage, clothes, all that, just to try to find anything.
Let's go ahead and do a luck roll. Actually, it doesn't make much sense. You are a reporter. You do find a yellow legal pad that you would normally keep notes on, but in this case, you don't see any impressions on it. But if you want to have that to take notes on,
Yeah, she'll keep it.
I'm
But
gonna go look and then be like, oh no, I like you haven't written anything, so this must just be a vacation.
I guess
It's weird though.
I'm not sure why we would have brought your dad on vacation or detectives.
I don't know about the detectives, but Dad's taken us on vacation before. He's trying to win me
All right,
over again and get me to stop studying anthropology at Miskatonic, but whatever.
all
I'm
right.
gonna
Good.
continue. I'm almost done.
You got a point. You've got a point.
Okay. Well, I don't know. How do you feel about Sean? He's always
I
there.
Yeah, I mean, you spend more time around him than I have. So, one question for the keeper: has he always been around? Have I seen him before? We went off to college, or is he relatively new? That I recall, if I do recall.
yeah, part of your memory is very hazy. You recognize who he is because of his association with the family, but um, college and school and home life and stuff, they're a little shaky
So
Um,
weird.
yeah,
for
I don't
both of
know.
you. Yeah.
Well,
It-
it's October too. Like it's too early for like Thanksgiving break. I don't know why we would be here right now.
well, I
But
mean, I'm, I don't know. I could have gotten off work. Um, you know, unless something was going on down here that they sent me down here too.
yeah,
Um,
like if you pitched a story and then
well, I mean,
huh.
does make sense, but I don't think the Manhattan social scene is pretty big down in Haiti, so
I don't
who
think so.
knows?
I mean,
I don't know. I'm just very confused about everything. And it's actually worrying me a little. Like I said, I feel like something bad happened to us. I want to remember what it was. I want to remember why we're here, what happened, so we can just then leave. Because
okay.
I think we just want to leave.
Okay. Yeah. Well, let's go find Dad. Let's go get something to eat for lunch. And then like maybe if we walk around a little bit outside, something will like trigger memories or
Okay.
like jog something loose. Ugh.
So
Okay.
Donna and Amy, you step into the hallway. James and Sean. What are you
Right.
gonna do?
I'm gonna look around for my wallet and my cash because I feel comfortable when I have money on me.
Your wallet seems to be missing,
God,
and you don't
fucking
seem to
damn
have
it.
any cash.
Fuck. Oh well.
Yeah, sorry, boss. I mean, I guess that's why they tell you to use the safe, even though there's a room key.
Yeah, like cleaning people here, you can't trust him. Oh,
Yeah. I don't even remember coming here, but I let you down.
it's all right. It's all right, Sean. I got plenty in the bank. We'll be able to be all right.
Yeah, well, we're gonna need to find guns somewhere. I don't know how much time we have.
Yeah, I was hoping. I mean, it's a war zone. There's guns everywhere. People will be selling and without any problem. Trust me on that. I know how that works. Um, yeah, let's go talk to the front desk and let them know that their staff sucks.
Yeah. I'll just I gotta stop trying to remember things for a little bit. I'm just gonna follow you.
Yeah, bring that
All
card.
right.
Maybe they know who operates with the three-eyed skeleton thing.
Sure.
So you also step into the hallway.
Hmm.
You see Donna and Amy, Dirk and Guy. You're going to carry your box back downstairs.
Yeah, but I do want to copy the names and put the original back in the box from
Okay.
the leads.
Okay, so you're gonna. I don't understand. Are you going to
So,
take
like on a
the-
separate piece of paper, I'm going to write down the names of the leads so that in case we lose our memory again, we'll have multiple copies of it.
Okay, so you'll have a copy in the box, and you'll have your legal pad, I assume, maybe either with you or vice versa.
Right. Yeah. I'd probably take the copy with me and keep the original in the box.
Okay. So do you have the pad with you? Going to take the pad with you in case you need to write something down?
Oh, yeah. I guess we could take some extra, like scraps of paper.
Okay.
Yeah, a pad would be
Yeah,
best.
easier to just rip the top off the pad and then
Yeah.
make another
Put that in the
copy for
box.
ourselves.
All right. So you all end up right there outside your doors. James, you can see they have a box that they must have gotten from the vault downstairs. What do you guys are suddenly there together. What do you do?
Detectives, might have another job for you. Someone robbed me.
Oh, well,
Hmm.
I guess, Mr. Sterling, some good news is we do have a job for you. Found confirmation you'd reached out to our firm to look into your missing son, who is in fact missing.
Well,
So we're here to help you find Jack.
Hey.
We found,
good.
I suppose, we were less trusting of the hotel staff than you were, as we had a couple of spare firearms and ammunition keeping in the box, but keeping it locked away.
Ah, good. Hear that, Sean? They got guns.
Oh, good. Yeah, I know I had a 12 gauge, a revolver that's just gone.
I want to roll against my pal. Just be like, oh, damn, that's such a shame.
You can do that.
Um, I will. I can't carry the shotgun, so actually, I am going to give that to him. It's like, well, we had a shotgun stripped into parts. We reassembled it inside, but can't exactly keep it on my person.
Mm.
If you think that may be yours.
Yeah, is it mine? Is it one I recognize?
if he shows it to you, it does seem familiar. Of course, it's also bulky, and you don't know why you'd walk around with a shotgun in your hands.
Yeah, when I
you guys have sort of said to yourselves that you're in a dangerous territory. There's not a war going on. The United States is occupying Haiti and has for a number of years. There are rebels, however, in the hills that have occasionally caused problems.
Mm-hmm.
But in the town itself,
right.
The thing is, you don't know a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
You'll have to find out the information, what the real situation is going on.
Well, thank you very much for the shotgun, sir. When we make our way back out of town, I'll be sure to grab it. If we have any dealings to do in the meantime, my fists will work just fine.
All right, sounds good. Do you want to keep this in your room, or do you want us to keep a handle on it?
Well, I don't know. It seems someone else has access to our room.
Well, someone had gone through my bags, at least. They
Really?
may have been interested in Mr. Sterling's wallet, but not in parts of a deadly firearm. Don't know what to read into that.
Why the hell do they have keys for the doors?
I mean, it must be housekeeping. Just anybody can come in. I mean, the front desk staff left a lot to be desired anyway. It looks like... Frankly, I'm surprised that the objects we put in the safe were still there, if you catch my drift.
Yeah. Well, does anyone remember anything? Girls, do you know why you're here?
No.
Yeah, I remember a pit. I remember danger, but besides walking around, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I go out in the hills. I'd probably just have another episode and get eaten by an animal. What animals they got down here in Haiti?
Mostly snakes.
Yeah.
Well, we had apparently a couple of leads on that. And what do you all know? Are any of you all superstitious? Or more, Miss Sterling, you look a little more spiritually inclined than others. Any of you familiar with voodoo?
Yeah, I thought that's what they did down here. I have no idea what they...
Well,
I've heard of it.
We had apparently reason to be looking into several folks and pulling out the notepad, like making a show of like, I'm sharing my information with you.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I remember exactly as much as you do, which is fuck all. But apparently this was something important for us, and these names and addresses are all up and down the place. If we wanted to split up and investigate, can do that.
Is that a good idea though? I mean, with everything that's going around here and the fact that we don't know what happened, I'm not sure I want to have us wandering off. I know I don't want to, go off unless you're going to be giving us all guns.
That's a fair point. And no, I am not yet.
Hold on now. It's Tarot. That's Mr. Sterling. Did you say that was the kids' game or something? I thought it was hard.
Not really a game. And I pull out that card. Or Sean, can you show him that card? Because of course I didn't carry it. That's Sean.
Oh yeah. Fucking creepy here.
What the hell is
See the
that?
weird card.
Well, maybe she'll know. She sells them something.
Yeah, we got some leads on you who'd probably be able to help us figure some of this out. But Miss Lachlan, we could really use your help as a reporter. I bet you'd be really excellent at helping us interview, and we could all stick together for safety. We'll keep you safe.
Well, blushes a little bit, but yeah, okay. I mean, I guess I'm up for it, if nothing else, to try and figure out what happened to remember. And she looks over at Donna. What do you think?
Yeah, well, I think we should stick together, but I, Amy's an amazing investigative reporter, so you guys would be lucky if you can get her to help.
Yeah, it could
Yeah.
be great assistance. Perhaps I don't have a local map, but I bet you the gentleman Nate, I think his name is downstairs, probably has a good local map, and we can maybe try and figure out where these people live.
Yeah, great. You're detectives, investigators, whatever. Amy, go ahead, solve the case. So why the fuck you're in Haiti?
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe they're on a school project researching ancient civilizations for your degree, right, Donna?
I mean, I didn't bring any homework or books with me, but
Of
sure,
course you
sure,
didn't.
sure. I figured Sean would just get all that stuff for me once I got here.
Mm, yeah.
I don't
Well,
know.
I need to go talk to this Nathaniel, however he pronounces his name, about their housekeeping staff anyway.
Okay, so you're gonna head downstairs.
Hmm.
So James, you're going to, give them a stream of the old rancid about
Yeah.
their housekeeping.
Hmm.
Nathaniel is having trouble with your English, but he definitely is not agreeing with you that the employees would never touch anything personal in the rooms. If you left stuff out, they don't put it away. They clean, they don't touch your things. Dirk and Guy. But Nathaniel seems flustered
Right.
as this is going on. Flustered because you're all sort of overwhelming him. I'm sorry, Dirk and Guy, what were you going to do?
Just putting the
you're putting your
lockbox back in the
away.
safe.
All right. So you're putting your stuff. You give him the ticket, or he gives you a new ticket. He's putting your stuff away. Do a spot hidden, the two of you.
That's a fail.
How much is it a fail, guy? Because I rolled a 90 over 70.
56 out of 40. Quite a bit.
Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah.
Big.
Fuck.
Sean, you roll a spot hidden too, but I'll need at least a hard.
I only got a regular.
Okay. All right. So, what are you going to do now that you are done?
It's probably around noon.
It's not even quite noon yet.
Yeah, quite noon.
This is all taking you very little time.
Well, we'll get. I think we should go talk to this tarot reading lady, and we'll get some street food while we're on the way out there, since my darling daughter's a little hungry. Chicken grilled on out on the street. It's good. It's on a stick.
Hey, you're a pretty brave man. I don't even eat the hot dogs on the street in New York.
As long as it's almost burned, everything's dead, and it's fine.
Mr. Sterling likes to pinch his pennies.
I ain't got no money. I got a wallet.
You guys remember the nurse that freaked out and ran out on us? She said we were touched by something. Yeah, these people all believe in magic, right? So
yeah.
If we tell this person that card just appeared, I bet she'll say something about it, right?
Yeah, maybe she'll know who the Baron Lacroix is.
Is that what the name was?
I think so. It was Baron something, but yeah.
Right. So there's not really in this part of town street food, but there are cafes and there's probably a restaurant, a couple of doors down if you wanted to get something to eat.
Mhm.
I think I'm going to try to get more in James's good graces and pull out like maybe a 20 of that wad of cash and say, well, apparently this is out of a retainer of $80 a day. Hopefully when you get your wallet back, you can tag me back and cover lunch for folks.
Oh, thank you. And just keep a log of the expenses. I'll be sure to reimburse you for it. It's a standard agreement is that I'll cover the expenses, of course.
$20 is probably more money than it would feed all of you and half the other people in the restaurant.
Yeah. And we don't want to feed them. No.
So the meal's not bad. The food's interesting. There's a tropical, fruitiness to everything, some heat. Not exactly what you're used to eating in fine restaurants in New York, but not bad. As you are sitting there, I would like you all to do spot hiddens.
I got a regular.
I got a regular also.
I failed.
That's an extreme.
Bad.
Oh.
Nice. 77. I'm distracted by food.
Extreme.
Okay,
I thrive on food.
Guy, you look over and there are newspapers, that people read in the mornings and are sitting around. You notice one folded up, and it has an advertisement for Madame Jerome's tarot reading on it. And when you pick it up and you look at it, it's folded. It's from a couple days ago. Donna, you see the back of it and you see an article that catches your attention.
Progress on Haiti. Foreigners feared dead. In Port-au-Prince, residents in the foothills on the eastern outskirts of Port-au-Prince reported a group of whites marching into the hills late last night. Shortly thereafter, gunfire and screams were heard. Locals reported finding human remains, but the police investigators found only blood-stained grass and bushes at the supposed conflict site. Samples have confirmed the blood was human. Despite the lack of any bodies, locals insist that the victims were assaulted and killed, but by whom, they would not say. The U.S. Embassy has received no reports regarding any missing citizens in or around Port-au-Prince, but they did say they were continuing to investigate the matter.
And there's Marie Jerome's tarot reading advertisement.
Okay, look at this, everyone. This is quite shocking. I'm gonna show it to everyone.
Crikey, fuck, that's good. You gonna eat that? What are you looking around for?
Dirk, this is kind of important. It looks like we're feared dead.
Dead, huh?
Really?
Maybe. Yeah, I mean, it seems like it that they're talking about us the way that doctor was describing where we were found, but
I knew it. We must be the survivors. We had a bigger group. We already tried once.
Now it makes sense why the major didn't want to let us out, but also, why would he? I wouldn't let us out.
I wonder if he notified the embassy when he found us. I'm sure he did.
I'm going to be keeping an eye out for a tail. Definitely think that we're being followed by this point.
Do a spot hidden for me.
Sure. That's a little better. Just a regular pass.
Just as you are thinking that, and you are looking around, I wouldn't say that you recognize them, but there are definitely two O&I officers sitting across the street at a different cafe, and they do occasionally glance up and look in your direction.
Mm. No, this is fine.
Mm-hmm.
O&I, Office of Naval Intelligence, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Interesting.
I don't tell the other folks because I don't trust Anna to not panic.
Yeah.
Well, this article doesn't make sense. I'm fine. Donna's fine. Are any of you injured? This article says that they found blood there. We're
Yeah,
obviously
someone
not
else
dead.
died. We brought more people.
Yeah,
None
but
of you are physically injured.
what people could we have brought, Sean?
There's no evidence of that.
No one else checked in with us. So
Maybe we borrowed some soldiers from the major.
yeah, maybe.
I'm sure they would have told us that, or accused us of that, or at least questioned us of that.
Maybe they did. Maybe we were there for another day. It's
I don't know that.
Sean, do an intelligence roll, Sean.
I failed.
Yeah, something about the date seems odd.
Which date?
Well, if you're thinking about it now, Amy, doctor said that you were in the hospital for a couple of days. And this is from the 28th. You look around for a newspaper that's more current, and today is the 30th of October.
Wait, 2 days have passed since we've been in the hospital?
I'm not keeping track of this shit. I can't even.
Didn't he tell us it was the 23rd?
That's when
No.
we
He said we
checked
were
in.
admitted the 23rd. And
No,
it
we
was
checked into the hotel on the 23rd.
On
I
the
thought.
23rd, and then
Oh,
we
yeah.
had been there for 7 days.
Right.
So that's the 30th today.
Uh-huh.
And this newspaper article is from 2 days ago. But we should have been in the hospital.
But that's all assuming that this is us and not just another group of
Right. Exactly.
Caucasians.
But it's because
Yeah,
the doctor
they
said we
said
were
the-
found wandering.
Yeah, but the rebels are in the hills, right? That might be something else, I suppose.
Yeah.
Well, and Amy gets this really serious look on her face and looks over at Donna and James. Could that have been Jack? Could the article be about Jack?
If it is, I'll burn that fucking jungle down.
Yeah, we will.
And then I start thinking about the panicky feeling I had before about this present, I missing something. Am I missing Jack? Is that why I feel so crazy?
What is your brother?
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to panic you. That's just the first thing that came to my mind.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, Amy.
How long has Jack been missing, Dad?
I
You can't
I
remember.
can't remember. Until
We know.
What was the date on the thing? I don't remember.
Oh, on the
letter from where we were confirming that he was sending us to go investigate.
the letter of engagement is October 15th.
Oh,
Okay. And I'll
So he's
pipe
been
in.
gone at least, 2 or 3 weeks. He's probably been gone longer. I don't know if it says exactly on there when he when he went missing.
Didn't it?
No, but
And
you
were
hired us.
scheduled. You were scheduled to arrive in Port-au-Prince on the 23rd.
Okay. Oh, on the 23rd?
So that
So-
would have been the
Correct.
hotel.
Yeah.
Okay.
You left New York on the 18th on the
Yeah.
ship.
Yeah.
So, but we ended up in the hotel on the same day, or at the hospital on the same day? When did
No,
we
they-
leave the hospital?
They didn't say what day we got in the hospital. If I remember, they said we'd been there a couple days. So
Yeah,
that could be
Oh, okay.
2, that could be 3 days.
Gotcha.
Okay. Because I wrote down the 28th for some reason, but that's fine. That may have been whenever we got into the hospital.
So what's your next move?
I want to go talk to this tarot lady because, I've got a tarot card in my room and see if she's got my stuff. It's a lead.
I think that's the best course of action here. Yeah, I think right now that's probably the best course of action.
Yeah, because we got.
I'm gonna kind of pull Dirk to the side and just say, Dirk, I saw you looking up at some guys over there. What's going on?
Yeah, well, I'll say maybe your instinct not to call the major right off the bat was pretty clear. I think he let us loose to see if we start remembering details we were not convincing. I spotted at least 2 naval intelligence chaps who were going to be keeping us some company from a distance.
Mhm.
Are you
Okay.
guys looking over to see if they're still watching you?
Absolutely not.
Mhm.
Have you gotten up from the table to leave?
I kind of pulled him to the side because I figured we were kind of wrapping up.
Okay. So you've pulled him to the side to talk to him. The rest of you, are you getting up to?
Yeah, if the meal's
Go.
finished, I'm not a guy that would sit once you've paid. I'm ready to leave a restaurant.
Yeah, I'm imagining maybe it looks like Guy and I are kind of bickering over how much to put in the, what do you call it, the little booklet to pay the
Yeah.
bill or something like
Okay.
that. Trying to look mundane.
So James and Sean and Donna and Amy, you've gotten up, you've walked to the door, or I don't know if you were sitting outside.
Yeah.
You walk over. You're maybe 30 feet away. Dirk and Guy are having a conversation,
Mhm.
and suddenly you are all somewhere else in town. Dirk, you have a map of Port-au-Prince in your hand, which you don't know where it came from. And you're not precisely sure where you are. You're still in the civilized part of town, but you don't know how you got where you are. And that's where we're going to leave it for tonight.
What?
Okay, so next order of business, I'm buying a goddamn tattoo gun, and we are going full Memento for the rest of this adventure.
Oh, dang.
Our players included Dr. Lex Hurley, Keith Craig, Tyler Hudak, Jenny Olson, Troy Wheeldryer, and Kaylin McDowell, with yours truly as the keeper of arcane lore. We have a Discord server where you can chat with other members, you can set up private games, and you can learn the finer arts of gameplay and game mastering. We provide audio-only versions of our shows free for you to download from Spotify, Podbean, or iTunes. Support for the show is provided by our patrons who are listed in the closing credits. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel and punch the bell icon for updates on our latest shows, and leave us some comments. We enjoy reading them and answering any questions you might have. This is Thom Raley, together with all the members of our gaming club, inviting you to journey with us once again into the darkness for another adventure into the universe of H.P. Lovecraft and the Call of Cthulhu role-playing game. Until next time, good luck, good gaming.